Hello everyone. In the previous tutorial I have developed a project and I have deployed in the local database and local server. So now in this part I will show you how to um, deploy in the Cloud Foundry, and also in this tutorial show you how to deploy your SAP Cloud Application Programming Model to SAP Business Technology Platform BTP Cloud Foundry environment using SAP HANA Cloud service. So we have to create a service and we have to deploy in the HANA database. So it's an interesting part, and there are some prerequisites for that. I mean that you have to configure the BTP service, and after that you will get an endpoint. So I already configure those BTP service, and I also have that endpoint. And another thing is that you have to make sure that your HANA database is up and running, and after that it will create a service, because in the previous project I deployed everything that is SQLite database, but now if you deploy in the Cloud Foundry, then this database and the cloud database should be up and running, otherwise you will get error. So basically this is our projects, and we already configured we already developed the applications, and we configured the applications. We also add some logic, so everything is fine. We don't need to develop the apps. We need to add additional feature to deploy in the HANA database in the Cloud Foundry. So what I am doing, so I need to add some feature here. So there are some feature I have to add. So first of all, I have to add CDS add HANA. So before executing that, if you go to the package directory, so here you can see that actually there is no HANA database. So that means that still your project is not related to the HANA. So that is the reason now I am adding the HANA feature for production. So now you can see this is already connected with the HANA, and it's also mentioned that's in the production mode. And another thing is for the authorizations you need to add, that is called XSUAA. So I'm also using the authorization part, and I also have to use app router. So app router, I have to, actually you can see that I'm adding those features. So that is app router. So app, you can see that actually this router is also included here. And what else? And I have to add CDS at MTA, multi-target applications. So now actually you can see that there are some additional things like package also there, those type of configurations, DB service it was there, and also MTA is just added because of this MTA command. So package log, package JSON, you have seen that database and authorization type is there, data type is there, and security part, actually this I have to add. So now what I need to do, so now we have to update the package log. So what I have to do, okay, so it will update the so deployed applications should freeze all their dependencies, including transits one, and create a package logs file in that. So we need to update that. And what else? Let me. So this is done. So now we can in the package we can add additional feature CDS and if we, so this is basically, this is the CDS required part. So if I add additional like features, so now we have to so basically this is the optional part. I mean that to enable the Fury preview feature, then you can just add these features. This is fine, and you can see that still there is no gen folder where everything will generate. So basically things is like that, first you have to build, and after once it is built successfully, then it will create that all artifact file into the table SDI HANA-DB table format. So those file from gen it will upload in the cloud directory. So now we have to build that process. We have to build, so we can use the CDS build production. Okay, so now you can see that gen, obviously there is another gen folder, and in gen folder, okay, so here see there is a gen folder. In gen folder there is a DB source, and that is a book DB and a service everything is there, and you can see the DB under the gen DB source. Then see, actually there is everything is copied from this DB. So like it was the CSV format, and if you go to the service, like that is service, and my service was SRB. So here actually like books artifacts, where is that data model? So here I have created the books, I have created authors and orders, and I also added something from the commons. So um, after build that application, you can see that all HDB view, HDB table, this order, everything is generated. So that is the reason build is important. So now what it will do, it will deploy everything like that. That is my order, or that is my books table, what I prepared. And if I click here, books HDB view and HDB view. So like if I click here, you can see that is the CDS format, how it would be joined, and it is all view like that is the authors. Sorry. So that is a column table, HDB table, there's a column table. So it's created everything based on my service or based on my entity. So this part is done. So now what I need to do, so now everything is done. I have created a projects in my local environments, and I deployed in the SQLite. Now it's time to deploy in the Cloud Foundry. So that is the reason what I need to do. So you have to make sure that there are some prerequisites to configure BTP service. So that is I already configured, that is separate part. So I am not included this part in this video. But you have to make sure that your BTP service is configured and your database is up and running. So now I'm logging. So that is my endpoints. I am logging. Okay, so I already log into my Cloud Foundry applications, or I already log into my cloud where I will deploy. So this part is done. So what I need to do, I need to also update the authorization part. So we are using the, so this is CF US 10. So what I have to do, I just, those is not required, because we also use the router. So in that router we can also like what is allowed. So basically this star means that all, and their star means alls, and I have used that endpoint. So this URL is allow. So this is just save. So Now what I need to do, I have to build everything into the tar file. So after that, this tar file will deploy in the cloud. So there is a reason I have to execute MBT build -t gen mtar mta dot tar. So you can see that it is generating a MTA file. So now actually, so basically what happens, so after developing the project, you have to CDS build. In CDS build, it will generate everything in HDB table and HDB view related files, and after that you build and it will generate MTA file. From that MTA file, actually you have to deploy in the cloud. So it will take some time. So this is done, and you can see that is generated inside the gen folder mta.tar file. So if we go there, so you can see that this is generated. So now everything I have to deploy in the Cloud Foundry. So that is just we need to, actually that is the final step. So cf deploy gen mta tar. So now it will connect with my Cloud Foundry server, and after that it will upload everything. Let's check and wait. So basically it's taking some time. So actually that is the final step. So after that everything will be deployed in the HANA database, and you can see that basically it will create a container in the HANA database, and if you browse that container, then you can also find the table and you can also find the data, the same data from the CSV, and you can browse. So earlier you browse from the localhost and it will show you on URL, and you can browse from that URL, and data will also come from the HANA database. So that's it. Yeah, it will. That's it. Bye.